Huh. Very cool. Listen, Shreya, I know when you show up to a party, everything stops. People are like, "Oh my gosh, Shreya's here. Oh my gosh," and that's just what happened on Facebook.
Yep,
Face-
Facebook knew it was me.
Facebook's like, "What's up?" So P, drop a beat, man. What do we got for Shreya? Because jalebi is too sweet.
It's true.
Too
It's
sweet.
true.
So we're gonna do something different. But guys, if you're watching the show live, thank you so much. If you're watching the show on a future date, maybe a Sunday, maybe a Monday, this is DESIFEST 2020. This is Facebook. This is live. Here we go. What is this song? Okay. Chale. Can you find it on Facebook? Big shout out to DJ Pulse. DJ Pulse, DJ Pulse. So Shreya, as we were talking about it, tell everybody what it's like this year. You know, this is a virtual event. You run an event company. What is like doing virtual events?
Nothing like I've ever done before. It's a lot of background work, a lot of detail-oriented work. What most of you don't know that our engine Nirmala has really been, the driving force behind all the production today. So shout out to her.
Shout out to
And
Nemo.
she has made planning events very easy for me. So I was able to do my job because she's so damn good at her job.
It's a team, man. It's a team. And listen, every single year, the people that show up have to be super diligent, super caring, super detail oriented, and completely not like me because I am the complete opposite. I daydream, I come up with crazy ideas, I throw wrenches into plans all the time with a famous Satsby line. What if we could? And then the team goes, oh man, another Satish idea. But I'm so glad that you're part of the team this year.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. It's been a very exciting event for me. The whole event planning journey was a lot shorter, and we put this together in I think record time.
100%, man. And you're representing Windsor.
Yes, yes.
I don't. How do you do like Windsor shout out? Like we're like I don't know how to shout out Windsor. Be cool. Is it W's? Is that what we do? Like what? DJ Nightic is over there throwing the W's up. How do you big up Windsor? Big up Windsor, man.
I mean, I would throw it to Nithik because he's really the poster boy for Windsor. So, all things Windsor, you just go straight to Nithik.
Listen, Windsor is happening. There's behind the scene. My last big party was with Shreya, DJ Pulse, and of course Native Desi Noise in Windsor. I'd never been to Windsor until these guys invited me. I drove all the way there to a party. We had an amazing time. The house was full. We had a great breakfast the next morning, and then COVID shut everything down. So tonight we're all getting back together again. Everybody's vaccinated. It's incredible. If you're not vaccinated, please go do it. And of course, the last segment, man, Akash, Lakshmi, who was on Desi Fest a few years ago, and then she blew up with that song. Here it goes. Sendura. Lakshmi, I crushed it. I'm sorry. Dylan, man. Hopefully you got enough practice to say Desi Fest correctly. It's an inside joke. He knows it. And of course, the OG, Mr. Narayanan, has been a friend of the family for years now. And we met through sofa sessions, and he did Bollywood duets. And then he came on and crushed it. We were debating, does he sound like Hari Haran or like Amitabh Bachchan?
I think Hari Haran.
Really, Hari Haran? Is that
Yeah.
the vote, guys? Hari Haran,
Yes.
not Amitabh Bachchan?
When Nirmala nods yes, you say yes.
Amazing. Listen, everybody watching, thank you so much. Please hit that share button. We're going to start spamming everybody now that we're back live. And we'll be back with another amazing co host. Before you go, how much you love Mahi Care?
Love it, love it. Their lipsticks make me feel like I have a luxurious experience just applying them.
Listen, it's a
So
brown
shout out
own.
to Mahi Care and Sunandani.
Go get that. Listen, you'll see the commercial all day long. Mahicare.com. It's South Asian owned. It's female owned. It's all about lip care, and she's taken so much time to figure out the perfect lip color for the amazing South Asian women. So if you haven't checked them out, go to Mahi Care, and of course, it doesn't hurt to go buy some lipstick, right? It's all good. Look, we have another segment coming up. Three amazing groups: Raavi The Band, Dahlia, and InFuze. You don't want to miss it. Are you ready to rock, my friend? Are you good to go?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna keep the show going. Tell a friend, DJP. This is DESIFEST 2021. We'll be back after the next segment. Let's go.
तक मैं यूं जी रहा था जैसे कोई कल ही नहीं। गम सारे यूं मैं पी रहा था जैसे फिर क्यों कमी है लिपटा खामोशी में जिंदा मदहोशी में कोई सदा तो सुना दो। तूफान में बारिश में भोली गुजारिश में मिलते कहाँ हो बता दो।
Hey, my name is Dahlia. I'm from Mississauga in Canada, and I'm excited to be performing my original song for you today called Looking Back. I chose Looking Back as my one song because of the message of strength, of hope, of coming out of pain and real anxiety. And so I think that's something that the world can resonate with at this point in time. And I thought, you know what? I gotta do this one. So here we go. Looking Back. Hope you like it. Looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. For a reason, looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. A lesson I had to learn in the madness. There was kindness in the glory. There's still weakness in the darkness. I found stillness. I held strong now when I was helpless. Looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. For a reason, looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. A lesson I had to learn in the silence. I found answer in those moments. I felt freedom in the restless midnight hour. I felt human, got back my powers. Looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. For a reason, looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. A lesson I had to learn. I can be strong, I can hold on, I can breathe when I am underwater. I can be strong, I can hold on, I can breathe when I am underwater. Looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. For a reason, looking back, everything good and bad was meant to be. A lesson I had to learn.
Hi there, I'm Sarika,
I'm Magisha.
I'm Sophia.
and we're InFuze, and we're from Toronto.
So we've all been singing since a really young age, and we actually came together through music. I knew Sarika since I was 8. I've known Sophia since I was 12. So we all decided to come together and form InFuze because we did spend so much time together and decided to form a little girl group.
Our goal with InFuze, honestly, we thought we're all better together. We all are very talented singers, and it's really an honor to get to sing with these girls anytime. So it's been really exciting to work with them, and we've been working on a lot of new original music, and once again, writing with them has just been so much fun.
So our one song is In the Kanamam. We wrote it all together as sort of an uplifting summer song, and it was produced by Steve Cliff Valentine, and it'll be coming soon, so watch out for it.
Cappuccino, coffee, Sophia. Don't reminisce about the past. Pona pocket
சோகப்பட்டு நன்மை வரவில்லையே உன் கையில் ஒன்றும் இங்கு நிரந்தரமில்லையே வீணாக சோகப்பட்டு நன்மை வரவில்லையே எதுக்கு வெட்டி பேச்சு அது மறந்து போச்சு கவலை இருந்தாலும் வாழ்க்கை சோகமாச்சு எதுக்கு வெட்டி பேச்சு அது மறந்து போச்சு கவலை இருந்தாலும் வாழ்க்கை சோகமாச்சு வாழ்க்கை சோகமாச்சு வாழ்க்கை சோகமாச்சு
What's up? What's up? All of you amazing people, Shalini, Narm Jamal. I love you, Narm. Thank you for supporting me from day one. Infuse, man, it's incredible. Thank you guys for crushing it. We got a great segment, man, coming up. But you know, Raavi The Band, big shout out to you guys. Hopefully, we can book you one day. Dahlia, what an amazing, amazing vibe. Again, I hope one day we're back and we're booking people and we're doing an amazing, amazing show. And you know, if you don't know Infuse, go follow them because they do some amazing mashups. And at least two of them have already been on Sofa Session. I didn't know there was a third. So hey, you third person, you're gonna come on Sofa Sessions too. Okay, Sophia, you're gonna come join us on Sofa Sessions. Okay, it's gonna be magical, Sophia, because now you know when you guys all go for dinner, you won't be like, oh, I'm not the one that didn't do Sofa Session. So Sophia, you gotta come hang out with us. Now, next we have one of our amazing, amazing headlining acts. You know her already. I know her from this song. Kanamaya nama chalamaya nama. It's not how the song goes. That's not the way this lyric goes. But you know what I'm saying. Chalama, chalama. So I'm gonna call on one of the most amazing humans in the world. She goes by the name of Nirmala. You guys know her as Nemo behind the scene. She wasn't planning on coming on camera. So I'm excited to put her on the spot. Should we sing a little bit?
Oh no, that's scary.
Kanamaya nama chalama vana.
How about you do like the
Kanama.
easy part that everybody knows?
You go.
Oh, that's
Na
scary.
na 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 vadani. No, I don't know the song. I don't know the lyrics. I just know I love the artist. You have been working with her for a really, really long time.
I have, and I feel so fortunate because I actually also got to work on Chelama.
Right?
It was such a fun experience. It was actually my first time working on a project that was like a film song. I got to shoot the video, and it was released on the Sony channel on YouTube. So that was my first like
Amazing.
Bollywoodish type credit. So that was fun.
Woo, woo, woo. People in the house, make some noise. We got
Y'all
like
are
100
awesome.
people here. I'm just kidding. No, we have like, we have five. We have five. Listen, for those of you that know me, you know we can't do any of the shows we've done in the last 5, 6 months without Nirmala behind the scene. And so if you are watching, I need you to write with all the passion you have on your keyboard or your cell phone, Nirmala, followed by a whole bunch of emojis, okay? Whatever emojis you want to use to represent Nirmala. And I want to know what's going on the screen.
How much do you want to make me like more shy and camera shy than I already am? But
So-
thank you all so much for the love. Like this entire DESIFEST team and the DESIFEST family that's always watching and supporting us. You guys are amazing. I
Yeah,
love
man.
reading the comments.
And look, it's already popping up on the screen.
Yeah, I
Nirmala,
see
Nirmala.
it.
There we go. Keep the love coming, Lorraine. And Shalini, big shout out. You know, Shalini's been part of the team for at least over a decade now. 11 years maybe, Michelle. 12, I think. And Shalini, I miss you. I can't wait to see you in person. And so listen, guys, we have a huge segment coming up. We were so blessed that she was in town. And then Nirmala made it happen. So do me a favor and let me know, who are we going to listen to for the next few
Any
minutes?
guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Anybody?
Pew, 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 pew.
We've got Jonita Gandhi up next.
Exactly. And listen, you've seen her career skyrocket.
100%. And it's been one of the most overwhelming things, even while I was watching the footage prior to getting it all ready for the show, I felt really emotional. So I hope you guys also feel that as well as you listen to her tell her story. Homegrown Toronto girl, made it to Bombay in Bollywood and known for so many different languages of like really popular songs. I know she's been an inspiration to many of the artists that I've been working with here in Toronto. They all look up to her, and
100%.
that's one of the first things people tell me when they meet her and they know that we're friends. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Can I just share a quick little Jonita story with you?
Of course.
This was DESIFEST year number X. I don't know what it was. I've been doing it for too long. But I was like, man, I want to get Jonita. And then I know she was traveling. She wasn't available. And then I'm on stage, and I introduced a group. And then I came off stage, and then I looked on stage, and I was like, I swear, whoever's on stage looks exactly like Jonita. And then I was like, wait, is that actually Jonita? And then I came to the stage.
The universe was listening to you,
right?
And it happened.
And it was Jonita doing her thing. And she came off stage, and I was like, Jonita. She's like, hey. And I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, I was in town. Okay. That's how it works, people. And so when beautiful people, amazing people with the best of intention get together to do anything in life, it always goes right. And our team has been putting in a lot of hours. And look, I want to publicly thank you for all the work you do.
It's been an absolute pleasure for me, and I look forward to so much more.
And I need you to do one more thing.
Yes, go press play on the next.
Yes.
I'm going. See y'all later.
Okay, guys, the show's continuing. We're going to get to know DJ Pulse next. We got Michelle coming up. We got Layla B coming up. It's a family show. We love you so much, and everybody that follows us, thank you so much for always giving us all the love and support. And of course, all of this is not possible without our incredible sponsors. Big shout out to TD for supporting us one more time, and all of the amazing sponsors. And this year we've got Pumpkin Cart, an amazing new startup. And Philip, the guy who runs it, is an incredible human. And for the entire weekend, anytime you order anything from Pumpkin Cart, you get a free DESIFEST gift bag. It's got a Rubicon coconut water, full 1 liter, okay? We're not skimping out. This ain't no Indian version. This is a legit version. You get the full 1 liter coconut water. You get a free t-shirt. You get a whole bunch of coupons. And we can't wait for you guys to celebrate with us. And so with that, are you ready to go? We're ready to go. Stay tuned. Jonita's coming up. It's your boy, Sets B. We'll be back right after her segment. Let's go.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Hi, it's me, Jonita Gandhi. As some of you may know, I'm a music artist based out of both Mumbai and Toronto. And it is my pleasure and privilege to be part of DESIFEST this year and to be sharing with you some information about me, my journey, and my one special song. Why did I choose music? A lot of people ask me that question. I feel like music chose me. Actually, I do feel like I had an active role in choosing music as my career because it was very calculated. A lot of people say, you know, I just chanced upon it, but I don't know if I would say that about myself. I grew up in a very musical household. My parents are huge music buffs. My dad is a musician by hobby himself. So of course music was always being played around the house. My brother also pursued it as a hobby. So I naturally, growing up, started to pursue singing, dancing, and the arts in general. And then when I realized that it's something I'm actually good at, I think I started to hone my skills a little bit more. And I was really fortunate to have the support of my family backing me, which I cannot stress how important that has been in my journey and success so far. So I think choosing music, it was only possible for me because I was brought up in a household where music was looked at as something that's respectable, and I feel very, very lucky to have that upbringing. And yeah, I'm just really glad that when I showed so much interest in something that I love to do, it was received well by the people around me. And even though studies-wise, I didn't pursue music in school, it was something that I kept going in my free time. So much so that I feel all of those years of practice and performing at local gigs is really what kind of prepared me for taking it up full time, which is what eventually happened for me. My earliest memory with music. It's really funny. There's a story that I like to tell. I have a video of me performing when I was like 7 or 8, singing I performed it at like a local event in the GTA. And it was with my dad's band, of course, and everybody knew me as Deepa Gandhi's daughter. Like, let's give her a chance, an opportunity to perform. And years later, when I was touring with Sonu Nigam, I played him that video, and his response was, "I can tell you had to work really hard to get where you are," which I think is just a testament to the fact that yes, I am God-gifted. But a lot of my skill has come from experience and a lot of hard work. And so it's kind of funny to me that I think back to the earlier days and how I wasn't really that great. But I think that really pushed me to get better and better. Like, I remember I auditioned for Canadian Idol. I did a lot of things where I just didn't make the cut. And so I really hope that today is somewhat of an inspiration to other people to know that, you know what? A lot of it is talent. A lot of it is your gift from God. But a lot of it is your perseverance and your hard work and how much you're willing to really go the extra mile. When I auditioned for Canadian Idol, I remember I made it past, so a lot of people don't know that there are several rounds you have to clear before you get to the first round that they air on TV, which is in front of the celebrity judges. And I think it's like 2 or 3 rounds that you have to clear. And generally what happens is they clear you if they think you have the potential to go forward, or if they think you have a story or you're gonna make for good TV because you'll be entertaining. So still to this day, I don't know what category they put me under, but I'd like to think it's because they thought I would go through. But in the first celebrity audition, which actually didn't make it to TV, they told me that they weren't going to let me go on because they felt that I didn't know what kind of genre I should be specializing in. They asked me what kind of music I like singing, and I said that I'm an R&B type singer. And then on my profile, they could see that I sing a lot of Indian music, and so they asked me about why are you here if you're, already pursuing singing in Hindi and other languages, Indian languages, and I was like, well, I like to do it all. And I sang. They asked me to sing something in Hindi. I sang something in Hindi, and their reaction was, "Yeah, you're not an R&B singer." And then I sang something R&B, and they just said, "You should come back when you are more sure about what genre you sing." And I found that really discouraging, of course, and till date, I still have that problem. So if I was to audition for Canadian Idol now, I still might not make it by that standard, but that's okay with me because you know what? I've adapted. I think that's something that I've always done in my career is I've adapted. Whenever there's like an obstacle, I've kind of figured out a way to work around it, and I think I've embraced the fact that I'm versatile, and I feel like that is something that's unique about me, and that's something that I honestly really celebrate now, and I really value when a singer can adapt to different genres and languages and styles. And I think a lot of people who have worked with me point out my ability to sing in different languages as like one of my differentiating factors, and like now I'm really proud of that. So thank you, judges of Canadian Idol, for rejecting me. So once upon a time, I was in university studying health sciences and honors business administration at the Richard Ivesey School of Business. Wow, that was a mouthful. I still can't believe that was my life every day. I had music going on the side. One fine day, I get a call from somebody asking if I'd be interested in performing live with Sonu Nigam. Now, I was, and still am, a huge fan of Sonu Nigam. Like, I mentioned being versatile is something I really admire. Well, Sonu Nigam is super versatile. He's such an incredible performer. But I remember thinking like, there's no way that I would be good enough to be on a stage with him. But if I'm getting this chance, I cannot let it go. So even though I didn't have any expectations, I know that in this industry, everything's very volatile. I still tried to prepare myself in case this would actually happen. And lo and behold, I think a week later, I found out that they were sending me flight tickets, and it was actually happening. I went on tour with him and performed as like the opening performer for, I think, about like 20 shows over the span of like a tour over the summer.
I want to give a very big hand to this wonderful girl from your own city, from your own country. She's making us all proud. She's such a good girl. She sings so well, and making such a good name for herself.
That was, I think, the kickstart of my live music, live performer career when it comes to Bollywood and, performing in the scene outside of, my hometown in Toronto. And it really put me on the map for people because he had his sister performing and me performing. And so I think a lot of people were wondering, like, who is this girl? Where did she come from? And the experience that I got performing on all of those stages next to somebody who's, you know, the best at what he does was so amazing. And from then, so much has happened after that. But I really feel like I owe a lot of credit to Sonuji for giving me that opportunity to shine on his stage and to put me in front of an audience that, you know, already has incredibly high musical standards. So I think to start my live performance career by setting the bar so high, I think that's really helped me from then to now to kind of maintain a certain standard and strive to be my personal best. So once I got my break as a performer on Sonu Nigam's live concerts, I think it was like the confidence booster that I needed, because growing up, I used to always watch all the Indian reality TV shows like Indian Idol and see how incredibly talented all the participants were. Even the ones who wouldn't win or make top 10, I used to feel like really underconfident. But I think touring with Sonu Nigam, working with his band, his incredible team of musicians and technicians, dancers, and the promoters and all the cities that we performed in, you know, getting that stamp of approval from people who do this day in and day out, I think was really, really helpful for me to kind of build my confidence and to believe in myself in a way that I never did before. So I kind of decided that I'd take the plunge, and since this was happening for me right after I graduated university, I thought that I could afford myself a year off before I, you know, go for recruitment and become a corporate banker full-time. I thought, let me take a year off. I'll just go to Mumbai. I'll just, you know, see what's up. And that's exactly what I did. Luckily, by then, I had already started posting YouTube videos, and that kind of served as my demo reel. So wherever I would go, whoever I would meet, I could always tell them to like look me up on YouTube and get a feel for what I sound like, and, you know, I tried to kind of gauge and test the waters and see, okay, do people think I'm talented here? Like, am I just another, you know, fish out in the water? So I think one thing led to another through the performances, but also through doing a lot of scratch recordings here and there for anyone, you know, word of mouth. And I ended up singing the title track of Chennai Express. One of my friends who I knew before I went there, his name's Abhishek Ghatak, and he's the one who introduced me to Vishal Shekhar because he was their engineer. And I went to their studio thinking I was just going to visit, and I was a fangirl running into Vishal there because, I mean, he's amazing, and I had only seen him on TV till then, and I had only, you know, heard stories about him being super intimidating, so I was kind of scared, but he was so nice, so warm. He asked me if I would do a scratch for him right on the spot because he had seen some of my covers, and I did. And a couple of months later, I found out that they kept my voice, and then that became my debut song in Bollywood, which was the title track of Chennai Express. So the journey has been really exciting so far, and of course there's always ups and downs to everyone's path. In my specific case, there were definitely some obstacles and some challenges along the way. When I first moved to Mumbai, it was a culture shock for me. The industry especially, it's really unpredictable, and you really have to learn to be a bit of a chameleon if you're going to make it in this industry. And I think I learned that very fast. You know, to get over the hurdle of not speaking Hindi really fluently. The thing with me is I've always been really shy in that department. So I think I got in my own way a lot of the times. I think everything has its time, and I think after spending the last 8 years there, now I did a full reality show where I had to speak in Hindi almost the entire time. So I feel there's been a lot of growth, and all of the challenges that I faced when it came to, you know, finding a place to stay, it was kind of tough, and I think all of those things I took them in my stride and worked for the best in some way, luckily. Sometimes I look back at the girl who was in all of the situations, and I think, how did you do that? Like, it's a surreal thing. Even now, when I see clips of the show that I mentored on called Tare Zameen Par, I'm sitting next to Shankar Mahadevanji, and he is an institution. Again, I've used the word fangirl because you have to understand, like, I'm more from this world, from like the West. So when I go to India and I see like, oh my God, like Ayushmann Khurrana, like, oh, now we're friends. Like, what? Like, it's, or like A.R. Rahman, like all of these people are just like so surreal, especially because of like the immense just distance, right? And the internet then wasn't what it is now, where now it feels like the world is even more small. So I still do feel like butterflies, like even when I see Shankarji and when I see myself sitting next to him, I get butterflies. It's really, really weird. And it's just so surreal. I look at the person and that's me, and I just feel like, who is that? On that show, I was given this immense task of mentoring these cute, adorable, talented, impressionable children. And, you know, I was really nervous about it because I'm not the kind of person who is very preachy when it comes to my work or my talent. I feel like I learn a lot just by experience. And again, I'm not very by the book when it comes to music. Unfortunately, I wish I was trained, but I'm not. So I get nervous when people ask me to kind of teach them anything about how to sing or, you know, anything that I do musically. So on the show, of course, it was my job to share my wisdom and experience with the kids. When I saw these kids, it was like I was seeing a little bit of me in a lot of them. I really related to them, and I think that's what made it so much easier for me to mentor them, because then it just came down to sharing my experience with them. Over the years, there are many moments that stand out to me as milestone moments, I feel, in my career. One of them is definitely appearing on a couple of billboards. Actually, wait, even my first billboard ever, which was off of a highway in Kerala, in my first trip to India, that was really surreal for me because billboards out in the West are a little less common, and they're called hoardings in India. So when that happened, it was still really weird to just see, you know, like random strangers are driving by and my face is there. And then thanks to Spotify, I was part of a campaign that featured me in the middle of Mumbai on a lot of billboards as well, which was so cool. I remember going there and taking selfies and everything. And then I featured on a billboard in the middle of Times Square. I still can't believe it when I say it because I don't even think I had it on my bucket list because I just never expected that it would happen. I have no words to describe how it felt. But I think the most special moment is when I ended up on a billboard in my hometown in Toronto, in our hometown at Dundas Square. That was crazy, and that just happened a couple months ago. I came back to Canada just in time to see it, which I'm extremely grateful for. Other than that, highlights in my career include some noteworthy playback songs that I've done, but also some noteworthy performances that I've done alongside mainly some of my idols in the industry like Salim Sulaiman, Amit Trivedi, and of course Mr. A.R. Rahman. When I first started touring with him in 2015, that tour, I think that tour changed my life in a lot of ways. I was introduced to singing Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, all in the same concert, and then being kind of the front man of, you know, an internationally acclaimed Oscar award, Grammy award-winning artist, A.R. Rahman. You know, the trust that we had in each other, that whole team, was remarkable, and I think it really brought the best out of all of us. We all discovered a lot about ourselves on that tour, and that's why I say I think it was a little life-changing for me. Also on that tour, I met some incredible people like Quincy Jones. He came and watched us perform on that tour. Shortly after that tour, I got to perform alongside Carlos Santana, again with A.R. Rahman sir as well. So it's been a crazy ride, and a lot of crazy moments have happened like that I definitely will go down in the books as being unforgettable. Two performances in particular I will never forget. One was when we performed in Brampton, like 10 minutes away from my house. It was a dedicated Hindi and Tamil concert, A.R. Rahman live, 2 days back to back. And after I sang Agar Tum Saath Ho, A.R. Rahman sir gave me like a little shout out and he's like, hey guys, it's your Brampton girl. And I remember like it just hit me because for me it kind of became like clockwork at that point. You kind of get into a groove and it's kind of like machine, autopilot. You don't necessarily always absorb what's happening.
The girl from Brampton, Jonita Gandhi.
And I think in that moment, I absorbed where I was. And again, because we perform in so many different cities, sometimes it doesn't hit you. You might see someone's face in the audience and randomly in the middle of a song, you'll make a connect. And those are the moments that really ground you and those are the moments that remind you of like how massive music is and how powerful the connect is through music. In this case, how powerful the connect is with the people of your hometown. When I used to perform with Sonu Nigam live, I used to get comments from people because, again, at that point I hadn't done anything in playback or anything. And there used to be people who anonymously, or maybe not so anonymously on Facebook and stuff, would comment and be like, why am I spending money to see a local girl singing? And like that would obviously break my heart a little bit because I always wanted people to see it as we're proud of our homegrown talent. And I think that moment came full circle when I performed with A.R. Rahman sir as one of the leading artists next to, Neeti Mohan, Udit Narayan, Benny Dayal, like so many different singers. And I was singing such a beautiful song in which I was kind of getting to show off a little bit. And that moment when he said, your own Brampton girl, and everyone started cheering, I was just like, oh my God, I could walk home from here. My family was in the audience. And I don't even think Rahman sir will ever know or understand how much that meant to me, that he just kind of gave, especially because he's a man of few words. And on his concerts, he doesn't really introduce us, specifically, but between songs. So yeah, that I'll never forget that. That was amazing. And then one other time with him again, and it's the same song, we were performing in Sydney in Australia. This is probably the only time that I like cried on stage. I just got lost, and it was one of those moments where I forgot where I was. And I had my eyes closed, I was sitting on a bar stool, and I just completely got lost in the music. And I think that's the power of his music in particular and why we all, feel so connected to his songs. I started tearing up and like I kind of woke up from that trance right in time to sing the next verse. Right after that, Benny had to sing Kaise Mujhe Tu Mil Gayi, and we had to stay on stage to do backing vocals. And as soon as the song ended, I turned around and started bawling. And Neeti just looked at me and she was like, Jo, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, let's get off stage. It's just one of those moments where you just get lost and you just get so immersed in the music, and it's such a beautiful thing. So one of the funniest encounters that I've had with a fan of mine was very early in my career, actually. We were performing at a concert, and by that point, again, I hadn't sung for Bollywood at all yet, but I had my covers. And there was someone in the audience who was a really big fan of my cover of Bani Darang. And I remember I happened to meet him on my way out of the venue, and he came up to me and he was like frantic, and he was like, I'm so excited to see you. And I'm like, okay, like, that's really sweet. And he's like, no, I can't believe it. I'm like, you can't believe what? He's like, I can't believe that you came outside of YouTube and you're standing in front of me. It was so sweet. I love my fans. I think that they're so funny. They're so amazing. I get the best comments. If you just go through my social media, YouTube, Instagram, wherever it might be, people are so sweet and also sometimes very invasive. It's sweet though. I think, 9 out of 10 times it's out of good intention. It's really heartwarming to see that a lot of messages that I get through my DMs or wherever, emails, fan mail is from people who are genuinely moved by the music. And I think that's what makes it all worth doing. At the end of the day, I know what music means to me, and I know how much it's helped me in my life and my family and those around me. And for me to kind of contribute to that happening for someone else is a huge thing, and I really feel like that's my purpose in this world. So it makes me really happy when people react well, respond well to the thing that I love doing anyway. Like, I feel so lucky that doing what I love makes other people happy, and then that makes me happy. That's a huge blessing. A lot of the messages I get also are from up-and-coming talent, people who kind of look to me for inspiration, and I think that's really sweet as well, because I know I had my own set of role models that I used to look up to, that I still look up to, and learn a lot from. So people who ask me for advice, there's one thing that I always tell people is that you need to find your own voice, and that's just not just if you're a singer, no matter what your art form is. I think staying true to who you are and incorporating as much of your personality as you can into your music is what's going to make it, last longer and make it enjoyable for longer for you and for everyone around you. I personally came from a journey where initially I used to completely copy other singers, and that's how I would learn. And I think that's a great way to learn. Imitation is definitely a great way to pick up a skill set. But then what you do with that next is the key part that I would like to stress for everybody who's trying to find their own sound is definitely take inspiration from people around you, but try to make something of your own with it. And I think that's what's going to set you apart from everyone else. And that's what's going to matter when you're expressing yourself and putting yourself out there, because nowadays, as you know, it's a numbers game and the numbers are not always telling the truth. I think honesty in your music and your craft, whatever it is, that shines. In line with DESIFEST's one song theme this year, I'm going to talk about the one song that I feel changed my life. There are many songs that changed my life, okay? But I had to pick one, and it was really difficult because I feel like different songs had different purposes throughout my journey. But one song that is a standout song for me and for anyone who knows me and my career, I think it is the breakup song. It's a song from a film called "Ae Dil Hai Mushkil," composed by Pritam and written by Amitabh Bhattacharya. And the co-artists on the song with me are Badshah, Arijit Singh, and Akash Ahuja. All insanely talented people. And it's just one of those songs that makes me happy to perform, makes everyone who listens to it happy to groove out to. It's funny because the song is about a breakup, but it's probably one of the most requested songs, even when I'm performing at a wedding. But I think people find the irony of that funny, and I love that. Before that, I had, of course, a few Bollywood releases, but none of them did as well commercially as the breakup song. And till today, I think most people know me for that song. No matter where I go, no matter what language you might be hearing me sing in, you probably have heard this one. So I'd love to perform this one song, the breakup song, for all of you at DESIFEST. I hope you guys like it.
All right, guys, it's time to party! DESIFEST 2021! Breakup song. Breakup song. Breakup song. अंग्रेजी चिड़िया की खातिर देसी दिल मेरा तोड़ दिया, मैंने छोड़ दिया, उसे छोड़ दिया, उसकी काली करतूतों ने उसका भांडा फोड़ दिया, मैंने छोड़ दिया, उसे छोड़ दिया, दिल पे पत्थर रख के मुंह पे मेकअप कर लिया, अरे दिल पे पत्थर रख के मुंह पे मेकअप कर लिया, मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, सुबह सवेरे उठ के मैंने ये सब कर लिया, और मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, अरे हमको बिन बताए तूने ये कब कर लिया, अरे हमको बिन बताए तूने ये कब कर लिया, और तेरे सैया जी से काहे तूने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया, सुबह सवेरे उठ के मैंने ये सब कर लिया, और मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया. Breakup song. Hope you guys are dancing. Breakup song. Hey, hey. Breakup song. कुछ दिन तो रोना धोना बम्पर किया, और फिर डिलीट उसका नंबर किया, आंसू जो सूखे सीधा पार्लर गई, पार्लर में जाके शैम्पू जमकर किया, कॉलेज की सहेलियों से कैचअप कर लिया, हर कॉलेज की सहेलियों से कैचअप कर लिया, जिनको मिलना पाई उनको व्हाट्सएप कर दिया, सैया जी से आज मैंने सुबह सवेरे उठ के मैंने ओ मेरे सैया जी से आज मैंने ब्रेकअप कर लिया ब्रेकअप सॉन्ग ब्रेकअप सॉन्ग ब्रेकअप सॉन्ग ब्रेकअप सॉन्ग कर दे दिल की फीलिंग्स All right, a huge shout out to the entire DESIFEST team. Thank you so much for having me on board. I'm always very happy and proud to be part of this homegrown festival. And everybody who's watching, lots of love to you. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all vaccinated. And hopefully I will meet you on a stage very soon.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, you got that zoomed out version so you can see Layla and me. Layla B.
Yo.
No, Daddy.
No.
Listen. Okay, first of all, I know you're trying to be cool.
I'm not trying to be cool.
You can call me bro. You can call me yo. But on camera, can you still call me? Can I be Daddy? Can I be Dada?
Bro.
Oh my
Come
gosh. Guys, I am officially a bro, which means I have a teenager. Big shout out to the homie Jonita for coming through again, one more time, and being part of DESIFEST 2015. No, year 15.
I'm not 15.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
okay.
no. Year 15. I'm.
You're 14.
Oh, I thought you meant okay.
How many of you miss Layla coming on shows with me? Honestly, there's another piece of paper. Can I have that one, please, Nirmala? Can I have that piece of paper to your left? Thank you very much.
She's just like.
Listen, Layla is one of very few people that beat me in the DJ battle.
What do you mean few? There's also like 2 other people that also.
That's what I'm saying. No, Michelle beat me, and then DJ.
Yeah.
DJ Native was the first guy to beat me.
And then I was the second.
And then Michelle kicked my butt. So listen, DESIFEST is a family show. Layla is obviously my daughter. For those of you that don't know, pew pew pew.
Who doesn't know at this point?
A few people don't. Okay, a few people don't. Big shout out to Layla. Big shout out to the team. Big shout out to ATN. They've been sponsoring us for over a decade at least. And for those of you that messaged me with the, hey man, I saw you on ATN. It's because ATN is a partner and we love those guys. Thank you so much, ATN. TD, Mahi Cares. Listen, if you haven't, bought any lipstick lately, go check out Mahi Care. It's really cool. We have a 20% off sale going on, and code will come up sometime during the show for you to check out. Rubicon, I love you guys. Not only the juices are amazing, now you got coconut water. Coconut water. Teenagers love coconut water.
And bagels and cream cheese.
Yeah, and every time I say Rubicon, you have to say coconut water.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Rubicon.
Coconut water.
We love you, Rubicon.
Coconut water.
If you haven't tried Rubicon,
coconut water.
Well, please go check it. Go check it out. Ontario Creates, thank you so much. And of course, Toronto Arts Council, thank you so much for supporting us. And of course, even though virtually we are at home, Young Dundas Square, we're coming back. We love you. We hope next year we could be back at the square and hanging out. Big shout out to Jonita for all of you guys joining us. I see some friends that we've always seen. Thank you, Judy. Thank you for joining us. There's so many amazing people that we love. And the show continues. You know, we got another great lineup. We've got, SRQ coming up. Yes. We got Sanjay. And we've got a dance segment by the homie Naik. So it's going to be incredible. Do you want to say anything?
No.
Shout out to Leila. Follow her on Instagram. Yes. Her Instagram handle is sats.b.
No.
So please go follow.
Oh my God.
Please go follow Leila B.
No.
Her Instagram is sats.b.
No.
And then I will let you know if you can follow Leila B.
Oh my God.
Okay. With that,
you don't even have control of it.
Why do we always fight on TV?
That's our version of entertainment.
Thank you for cutting the mic.
No, I did.
She can't even talk. Listen, we love you. Nirmala, are you ready to go? Next segment's up. Comment below. Tell everybody how much you love DESIFEST by comment below with some hearts, some hands, some emojis. And of course, if you love Leila B, you can comment Leila B. Follow her on Instagram, sats.b. Let's go, Nirmala.
No.
जानिया है हानिया है जानिया हानिया तू भी सिख कदी दुख सुख भूलना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना 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 पुछ करे बदला तो सीने विच अग लागे लंघ गया कई बरसाता पुछ करे बदला तो सीने विच अग लागे लंघ गया कई बरसाता तुर गयो सजना नींद रखो के जाग के कटिया राता आवी जाना सता वास्ता प्यार दा ए रुता सोनिया मुड़ने आनिया तेरे बिन तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना 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 दिल तेनू दे बैठी खबर तो ऐसे नहीं करना ये बेपरवाया दिल तेनू दे बैठी खबर तो ऐसे नहीं करना ये बेपरवाया किते वादे कसमां तेनू याद करी नहीं आईया ए गिदा प्यार दा खोल आके सुनो प्यासे नैना ते कर मेहरबानियां तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना है तेरे बिन नहीं लगदा दिल मेरा डोलना
Hey, my name's Sam.
I'm Qasim.
And I'm Raheem.
And we're SRQ Productions from Calgary, Alberta. Thank you so much to the DESIFEST for having us here tonight.
Yeah, the three of us have been performing as musicians and singers for a number of years, so we decided a few years ago to get together just so we could blend our different styles of music together, and we're really excited to be able to showcase that for you guys today.
Yeah, and so our one song is our first original song called Meri Jaan, and exactly as Raheem said, it's just that mash of our different styles, and so we took our original song and we broke it down into an acoustic version for you guys here tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy.
All right, let's kick it off. 2, 3, 4.
100 days thinking of a million ways of how I'm gonna get you back home. To the world, I put on a pretty face, but deep down inside I'm alone. I can't get you out of my head. When I go home at night and close my eyes, gotta distract myself until I forget. Meri Jaan, oh, oh, Meri Jaan, yeah, yeah. नशा मुझसे मेरा है कोई वास्ता तुझ बिन गुम है यहाँ ख्वाबों का रास्ता जाने जा सुन ले जरा कैसे बुला दूँ मैं तुझे दिल भी कहे तू ही रहे आज भी मेरी जान ఇంతకన్నా మంచి పోలికేది నాకు తట్టలేదు గాని అమ్మో ఈ లవ్ అనేది బబ్లు గమ్ము అంటుకున్నదంటే పోదు నమ్ము ఇంతకన్నా మంచి పోలికేది నాకు తట్టలేదు గాని అమ్మో ఈ లవ్ అనేది బబ్లు గమ్ము అంటుకున్నదంటే పోదు నమ్ము ముందు నుంచి అందరన్న మాటే గాని మళ్ళీ అంటున్నానే అమ్మో ఇది చెప్పకుండా వచ్చేద్దాము ప్రేమ నా పలివు నన్ను నమ్మో ఎంతగానే ఎదురు చూపుకి తగినట్టుగా నువ్వు బదులు చెబితివే ఐదుగుడా దేందలో పడే ఉన్నదాంట దగ్గరై నన్ను చేరదీస్తివే ఉత్తపమ్మా నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే జిందగీకే అట్టపమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే ఉత్తపమ్మా నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే జిందగీకే అట్టపమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే
Na 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 na. P, drop that beat. Don't leave me hanging. I wish I could sing this song to you. Yeah. Pew, 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 pew. What's up, Michelle Lattabella?
What's up, Setsby?
Listen, I just want to ask you one question. Why are you taller than me? Because I think you adjusted the seat so you could be taller.
I did, so I could be taller than
Is it a power move? Are you trying to represent She-Rocks?
No, it's just a power move.
Oh my gosh. And like, you're so far from me, yo. I'm going to have to move closer. Excuse me as I get a little closer to my wife.
That's too close.
Hi.
Hi.
Too late. Too late. For all of you watching, you know this beautiful lady to my left. Not only is she beautiful, she's the mom of my amazing 2 kids. And she has been supporting my vision and dream of DESIFEST for 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
You can talk.
Yeah. Okay. No, you said it.
I feel like it's our reception, you know, where I talk and she just goes, everything he said. Do you remember that? You remember that? We got a heckler in the crowd, our daughter.
Yeah. Hi, Layla.
Listen, how you feel about year 15?
It's good. We made it. Let's get to 20 years now.
Oh, damn, the pressure's on. Who wants to see DESIFEST year 20? Make some noise.
And then I think we can retire.
And then we're done. And then we're done. Listen, this little dream of ours has involved over 1,000 artists from across the world. And then Layla wants to take over, but no, she's not going to. We're gonna retire. And it's been an incredible journey. And this year has been even more incredible because usually we book maybe 15, 20 artists.
Mm-hmm.
And we booked over 35, 38 artists this year. It's incredible, man. And, you know, I'm happy that we'll still get to do it. Do you have any messages for all the amazing people that are watching us?
No. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
You're like, no. Listen, where's the girl that beat me in DJ battle? That like you know, the in my face, I got the next song girl. Where is she?
I don't know. I need some beats.
Oh, damn. Pete, you got a track? Here we go. DJ Pulse Musket. Straight from Musket. Good question. All right, so the audience have a question. What is
Oh,
your
we're taking audience questions.
Yes, we're
now?
taking audience
What
question.
is this?
Okay, the audience wants to know what's the favorite, what's your favorite part about DESIFEST?
What's my favorite part?
Yes.
Being there at 7 a.m. on my own on the square. It's like I'm just taking it all in before that. Before the rush. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about DESIFEST?
Sats B.
Oh yes, amazing answer. No, it takes a lot of effort, and in the last 2 years, we haven't had a chance to run it at Young Dundas Square. But of course, we're gonna try to be back next year, and you guys can help us all out by getting vaccinated. Because the more of you that get vaccinated, the closer we are to having the country being vaccinated, and the closer we are to back to doing some events. And a special announcement is gonna come up a little bit later, but next up, who's our artist? We have Himani Kapoor, all the way from India. Big shout out to Himani for joining us for this year. And I don't know, should we throw it over to Himani? Nirmala, you ready to rock? All of you guys watching, do me a favor. Please do me a favor and comment Michelle below and let her know how amazing she is. The entire show, behind the scene, Michelle's make sure all the right boxes are checked and the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, and she make sure that we're operating at the best efficient speed possible. So big shout out, Michelle.
Thank you.
Over to Himani. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Himani Kapoor. Welcome all of you. It's so amazing to have you all here virtually. We are meeting. I have to thank DESIFEST and TD for organizing this and for having me here. And I promise you, you're going to have a gala time for next 30 minutes. I'll try my best to entertain you. The first song that I'm beginning with is my song from the film Band Baja Barat. I hope you all like it. इश्क है इश्क तला तुम इश्क बवंडर इश्क दी गलियों में गहरा समंदर हो इश्क तला तुम इश्क बवंडर इश्क दी गलियों में गहरा समंदर दीवाना है ये दम 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 मस्त Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Da 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 da. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you all are having fun. The next set of songs that I'm going to present in front of you is a very, very soothing medley, and I'm going to begin with my own song. which is a Punjabi song, and I hope you like it. कोई किसे नू दिल तो साफ किवें कर दिंदा है कोई किसे नू एवें दिल तो साफ किवें कर दिंदा है दगा देण वालियां नू अल्लाह माफ किवें कर दिंदा है जिस दिन से दूर हुए वो ना दिल चैन से सोया मैं कुछ ज़्यादा ही कर बैठी ओनू प्यार वे यारा ओदे तो सांभ नहीं होया मैं कुछ ज़्यादा ही कर बैठी ओनू प्यार वे यारा ओदे तो सांभ नहीं होया वो नजर चुराने लगे बहाने बनाने लगे वो नजर चुराने लगे बहाने बनाने लगे पास वो रहते रहते दूर वो जाने लगे दिल इतना ना रोया कभी जितना आज रोया मैं कुछ ज़्यादा ही कर बैठी ओनू प्यार वे यारा ओदे तो सांभ नहीं होया मैं कुछ ज़्यादा ही कर बैठी ओनू प्यार वे यारा ओदे तो सांभ नहीं होया टूटी चारपाई वही ठंडी पुरवाई रास्ता देखे दूधों की मलाई वही मिट्टी की सुराही रास्ता देखे कैसी तेरी खुद गर्जी लब नमक रहे ना मिस्री कैसी तेरी खुद गर्जी तुझे प्रीत पुरानी बिसरी मस्त मौला मस्त कलंदर तू हवा का एक बवंडर बुझ के यूं अंदर ही अंदर क्यों रह गया रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा यूं ना जा कैसा तू है निर्मोही कैसा हर जाइया रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा यूं ना जा कैसा तू है निर्मोही कैसा हर जाइया ओदे जही मैं ते हो मेरे वर्गा हसदा सजरे सवेरे वर्गा अखा बंद कर ला ते ठंडे हनेरे वर्गा ओदे जही मैं ते हो मेरे वर्गा हसदा सजरे सवेरे वर्गा अखा बंद कर ला ते ठंडे हनेरे वर्गा ओदे जही मैं ते हो मिर्जा मेरे वर्गा है ओदे जही मैं ते हो मिर्जा मेरे वर्गा ओ हीर हीर ना आखो अड़ियो मैं ते साहिबा होई कोड़ी लेके आ नहीं है, किस्से हमारे नजदीकियों के कम तो नहीं है, कम तो नहीं है। कितनी दफा सुबह को मेरी तेरे आंगन में बैठे मैंने शाम किया। चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया। चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया। अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में याद रखना, मेरे जिक्र का जुबां पे स्वाद रखना। दिल के संदूकों में मेरे अच्छे काम रखना, चिट्ठी तारों में भी मेरा तू सलाम रखना। अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया, तेरा उजला सितारा तेरे नाम किया। चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया। चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया। Sing with me, everybody who's watching, sing with me. चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया। चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ, चन्ना मेरे आ मेरे आ बेलिया। प्यार मेरे नो तू वे मजाक समझ के बैठे, मैं सब समझ दिया तू जवाक समझ के बैठे। प्यार मेरे नो तू वे मजाक समझ के बैठे, वे मैं सब समझ दिया तू जवाक समझ के बैठे। तू वक्त नहीं दिंदा मैनू अजकल दो पलदा, तेनू पता नहीं शायद इश्क विच इंज नहीं चलदा। मैनू तू जुत्ती थल्ले रखदा है, जानी लोका अगे बनना बेचारा, मैं तू मैनू छड़ जाना। गल्लां तेरियां तो लगदा है यारा, वे मैथों तेरा मन भरिया। गल्लां तेरियां तो लगदा है यारा, तू सब जाणदा है मैं छड्ड नहीं सकदी तैनू, ताई तां उंगलां ते रोज़ नचाना है मैनू। तू सब जाणदा है मैं छड्ड नहीं सकदी तैनू, ताई तां उंगलां ते रोज़ नचाना है मैनू। अगले जन्म विच अल्लाह ऐसा खेल रचा के भेजे, मैनू तू बना के भेजे, तैनू मैं बना के भेजे। वे फिर तैनू पता लगना किवें पिता जांदा पानी खारा खारा, वे तू मैनू ठज जाना। गल्लां तेरियां तो लगदा है यारा, वे मैथों तेरा मन भरिया। गल्लां तेरियां मन परया. Thank you everyone, thank you so much. The next song that I'm going to present in front of you is a favorite of you all, I know that. ये पूरे जग का, I mean पूरे इंडिया का ये one of the favorite songs है. Sung by none other than the legend Lata Mangeshkar ji. Presenting it in front of you. लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो ना हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो ना हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो ना हो, लग जा गले से हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से, हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से, जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से, फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो ना हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो ना हो, लग जा गले से मेरा दिन खुशी से झूमे गाए रातें, पल पल मुझे डुबाए जाते जाते, तुझे जीत जीत हारूं ये प्राण प्राण वारूं, हाय ऐसे मैं निहारूं तेरी आरती उतारूं, तेरे नाम से जुड़े सारे नाते, सैया सैया तू जो छू ले प्यार से आराम से मर जाऊं, आजा चंदा बाहों में तुझ में ही गुम हो जाऊं, मैं तेरे नाम में खो जाऊं, सैया सैया Thank you. Guys, I know you're having fun. Last but not the least, जो मेडले मैं आपके सामने गाने जा रही हूँ, this is called सूफी मेडले. बड़ी पावर पैक मेडले है, तो आप जहाँ भी हो, आप जहाँ भी बैठे हो, आप एकदम मस्त इसके साथ ग्रूव कर सकते हो, मेरे साथ गा सकते हो. मैं आपको देख नहीं सकती, but I can feel your energy here. On my right is Amit on guitars. On my left is Ravi on kahun. So, thanks to you guys. Here we begin. मन विच लाई हो वे नफी उस पात दा पानी दे के हर रंगे हर जाई हो जुग जुग जीवे मेरा मुर्शिद सोना अटे जिसया बूटी लाई हो पीड़ मेरे आ जुगनी जी वे अल्लाह वाले आदि जुगनी जी वे मेरे पीर दी जुगनी जी वे सारे शब्द दी जुगनी जी वे सारे शब्द दी जुगनी जी वे मौला अली वाली जुगनी जी वे मौला अली वाली जुगनी जी दम गुटगू 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 गुटगू बड़े साईं मेरा कलमा न पीता बड़े साईं पीर मेरे आ जुगनी जी वे अल्लाह वाले आदि जुगनी जी वे मेरे पीर दी जुगनी जी वे सारे शब्द दी जुगनी जी वे सारे शब्द दी जुगनी जी कौन मोड़े मुहार कौन मोड़े मुहार कौन मोड़े मुहार कोई सावन नहीं ओ चैन एक पल नहीं चैन एक पल नहीं चैन एक पल नहीं और कोई हल नहीं सैयोनी ओ सैयोनी चैन एक पल नहीं चैन एक पल नहीं चैन एक पल नहीं और कोई हल नहीं सैयोनी ओ सैयोनी गुलपोश कभी इतराए कभी रह के तो नजर आ जाए कहीं गुलपोश कभी इतराए कहीं महके तो नजर आ जाए कहीं तावीज बना के पहनूं से आयत की तरह मिल जाए कहीं तावीज बना के पहनूं से आयत की तरह मिल जाए कहीं गुलपोश कभी इतराए कभी महके तो नजर आ जाए कहीं तेरा आया नजर हमको ओ खिली चांदनी जैसा ये बदन गाना मिला हमको मन में सोचा था जैसा रूप तेरा आया नजर हमको ओ ओ ओ सितम खुली खुली ये सनम गोरी गोरी बाहें करती है यूं हमने तुमको जब गले लगाया तो खो ही गए हम तो हम्मा 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 ए हम्मा 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 एक हो गए हम और तुम तो उड़ गई नींदें रे और खन की पायल मस्ती में तो कंगन खन के रे हम्मा 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 ए हम्मा 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 ए हम्मा 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 है हम्मा 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 हम्मा
Yay!
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you, DESIFEST and TD. Thank you so much. I thoroughly enjoyed performing here in front of you all. I hope you had a great time listening to me. I hope I entertained you well. Thank you.
Humma, hey, humma, 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 humma,
Hey,
humma.
Humma,
Come on.
humma, humma, humma. Let's do it one more time. Ready?
All right, let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Humma, 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 hey, humma, 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 hey, humma, 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 hey.
I killed it. I'm sorry.
You were dope, bro.
Big shout out to everybody still watching us. We got one more amazing live artist all the way from India, the amazing Kunal.
Kunal.
And if you have never watched Indian Idol, now you're going to see what Indian Idol artist is all about. Was it 2018?
2018, yep.
2018, man. To my left is the one and only DJ Pulse Musket.
What's going on, people?
Pew, 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 pew. Listen, Pulse, last time we partied was in Windsor.
Absolutely. That was actually the last party before everything shut down, and it was a night to remember for sure. I remember Windsor was. We have done few gigs before in Windsor, but that night I don't know. It was, I think, probably Sats B was in the house. The vibe was just something else. It was different.
It was crazy, man.
Sats B was on the mic. He was with me emceeing, and the vibe was completely different.
First of all, I didn't even know that many Indian people in Windsor. Like I didn't know.
And shout out to our boy Naik for organizing the
Desi
such
Noise.
great nights. Yeah, Desi Noise. Shout out.
I was expecting a little party, maybe 15, 20 people hanging out. And then there was like 500 people partying. And I got really
Absolutely.
excited. And I was like, you know what? It's so amazing to see South Asians everywhere. And not only are South Asians everywhere, we are contributing to the future of this country. That's what's important, man.
Absolutely right.
We are in all parts of the country, the fabric of the society that is Canada. We are deeply integrated, and this country is one of the best multicultural places to live.
You know what? Just coming back to the point, I was just having a word with my wife. I was like, shout out to Sahaj, my lovely wife out there.
Wait. Okay, you can't just be like shout out at. Okay, this guy, in 2019, there was a beautiful young lady in the audience of DESIFEST.
She was, and I didn't know at that time that she was in the audience row, right? So we were playing. I was playing for DESIFEST, and Sats B was on stage, and then. In 2019, towards the end, when you finally met her, she's like, hey, you know what? I already have attended one of your gigs. I'm like, which one? She's like, DESIFEST. I'm like, what? I'm like, where? She was like, I was right in the audience. I was like, okay, there was like, what, 30, 40,000 people? How would I know you were there in the audience, right? But yeah, I mean, music connects us all. And I never expected my wife will, attend one of my gigs without being my wife, right? So
Listen, man, she was in the audience and she said, that DJ guy? He's mine.
Shotgun.
and then it happened, man. This is what my wife did too. She's like, that guy over there, computer science, I want him. And then here we are, 25 years later. And She's beautiful. She's amazing. I got to meet her for the first time because when he was about to get married, COVID happened and we
Yep.
couldn't participate. But I'm so glad that you guys are both here.
Thank you,
and,
thank
and
you
we're
so
getting
much.
back into DJing and making music.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. We were talking about that. Desi Fest provides a platform for so many artists, right? And who are still, coming in the scene. They're emerging artists. People don't know them, but the stage fear. It's one of being artists. Sats, that coming on stage, performing is a different feel rather than just being at home. I feel Desi Fest gives a platform for a lot of emerging artists. It's a brilliant platform. The best part, no one judges you, right? Everybody makes mistakes. We even after being in the field for so many years, we all there might be a day where you just go on stage and something goes wrong. That's technical fault or your own fault.
100%.
That's out of your control. But getting that platform to come over that fear, that's important. And Desi Fest provides that for so many emerging artists in Canada and right now with this virtual gig across the world. That's fabulous. Shout out to Desi Fest and Satsby and Michelle for organizing this.
Woo. Listen, this entire year, the movement is called Love, okay? It's the one song, it's a love festival. And the thing that I want all of you guys to understand that, for day one, all of the artists from Tripti all the way to Kunal, everybody on our show this year love music, love performing. And more than that, love how we feel when we listen to music. And the greatest thing about the pandemic is it brought us all together a little closer. It reminded us that, when the 9 to 5 shuts down, when the morning, hustle to get to work shuts down, when we stop looking forward to Saturday, Sunday, and we're available to each other all the time, we realize how much we miss each other.
Absolutely, and this is actually a wake-up call for every one of us. That if things go dark, there is still hope. There's light, but this keep your spirits high, keep the patience high. That's what kept us going. It's been 1.5 years. I haven't done any gig. The last gig was with Satsby in Windsor. It's so good to be back on decks, and it's a different feeling when you're playing. So keep the spirits high.
Listen, if your beautiful wife is anybody like my beautiful wife, there's no more gigs. We're done. That's it. We have to be home by 10 p.m. Okay? Nirmala Ji, are you ready to rock? Guys, we're so excited that Kunal was able to make a video for us. And if you're going to love this show, we're going to come back to close the show right after Kunal. So don't go away. But for the next 20, 30 minutes, you're going to be wowed by the incredible Kunal Pandit, all the way from India. Let's go.
Let's go.
क्या हो गया जबरदस्त फैंटास्टिक माइंड ब्लोइंग झकास
एक तो यार आपकी अदा कमाल है मेहनत लगन और अदा आखिर में उसकी रजा
बहुत टैलेंटेड है यार अमेजिंग
दिल बेफिक्रे उड़े दिल बेफिक्रे अंगारों में निकले उड़े दिल बेफिक्रे
44,000 watt performance.
इस बंदे को स्टूडियो में जाके रिकॉर्ड ही करना चाहिए. इसकी आवाज ऐसी है कि मतलब पूरी तरह से प्लेबैक है और हर तरह के गाने को जस्टिफाई करती है. इस शो के शायद सबसे छुपा रुस्तम सिंगर हुआ.
कुणाल, तू पावर हाउस है. इतनी ताकत है तेरी वॉइस में.
तुमने मौसम बदल दिया.
DESIFEST 2021. This is Kunal Pandit with the first track, जी रहा हूँ. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. बॉम्बे का हूँ मैं, सुन ले मेरी बात. सच्ची है बातें ना झूठा हिसाब. रहमत की उसने दी ऐसी आवाज. हर काम मेरा जैसा मेरा वो ताज. पल ही पल में मैं कल को देख रहा. ना सोचा कभी था जमाने में हाल में देख रहा. ना छोड़ा कभी वो पुरानों को साथ में देता रहा. ख्यालों में सोचा जो था वो दिन में जी रहा. मैं वो जी रहा हूँ. अब मैं वो जी रहा हूँ जो तू सुन रहा है. अब मैं वो जी रहा हूँ, जी रहा हूँ. किस्मत मेरी ऐसी हर पल देती साथ. मेहनत शिद्दत से बन गई मेरी बात. जब ठान लिया मैंने करना है आज, उस दिन से ना रुके हैं मेरे जज्बात. जितना भी मैं गिरा उस पल ही मैं उठा. जमाने से मैं अनजाना में काम ही करता रहा. दिमाग से दिल से जान से हर दिन कटता रहा. ख्यालों में सोचा जो था वो दिन मैं जी रहा. मैं वो जी रहा हूँ. अब मैं वो जी रहा हूँ जो तू सुन रहा है. अब मैं वो जी रहा हूँ, जी रहा हूँ. यही हूँ. So here's the second track. This was the quarantine tune of my EP Ji Raha Hoon, and the track is called Fasla. Here we go. Fasla है क्यों भला, गलतियाँ ओ पास आ पल तो पल का अब हम बढ़ गया है जाना ओ पास आ अब होश में लाना. So this is the third track and this is called Tu Jo Kabhi and recently we've shot a video. मैं चाहूँगा YouTube पे आप सभी जाकर चेक करें. Song is Tu Jo Kabhi. Hey, hey. Should we go? Tu jo kabhi मिले कहीं दिल की बातें कह दूंगा जैसा तूने चाहा मुझे वैसा ही बन के रह लूंगा जैसे वो दिन थे वो रात थी तेरी मेरी जीना मैं फिर से वो चाहूँ सब संग तेरे अकेला हूँ दिल से भी हारा हूँ मैं बिन तेरे जैसा हूँ मैं बस तुम्हारा हूँ कर ले यकीन तू जो कभी मिले कहीं दिल की बातें कह दूंगा जैसा तूने चाहा मुझे वैसा ही बन के रह लूंगा यादों में तू ख्यालों में तू मेरे हर पल में तू था बसा साथ नहीं जो अब है तेरा मुझको मंजिल का अब ना पता जैसे वो दिन थे वो रातें थी तेरी मेरी जीना मैं फिर से वो चाहूँ सब संग तेरे अकेला हूँ दिल से भी हारा हूँ मैं बिन तेरे जैसा हूँ मैं बस तुम्हारा हूँ कर ले यकीन तू जो कभी मिले कहीं दिल की बातें कह दूंगा जैसा तूने चाहा मुझे वैसा ही बन के रह लूंगा break down मिल जा कहीं कहीं मिल जा कहीं कहीं करूँगा बातें वो तुझसे मैं जो कभी ना कही मैंने मेरे वादे निभाऊंगा तू पास जो आ जाए तुझे प्यार जताऊंगा जैसे सोचा ना हो तूने मैं जहाँ भी दे जाऊंगा प्यार इतना किया मैंने fourth track and this is for all the hip hop fans in Canada. Here we go. मेरे गानों में वो अल्फाज जिसकी मुझे थी प्यास तलाश में था पड़ा मैं जिस दिन से लिया साज मैं हाथ में राज ये जन्नतों का ही सामने सुनो सबकी बकवास कानों को लगे वो त्रास पास पास करके दम बड़ा लगता मुझे हर इंसान बहुत साफ था क्योंकि मैंने कभी ना किसी से की लगा जो दो बात करे उसको लात पड़े यही है होता कर्मा इसकी ना कोई धर्म जात होता ना मुझे वो बर्दाश्त जो चाशनी सा ऊपर से और अंदर से वाहियात जितना भी तू पढ़ ले पीछे आगे मेरे दूर से देखना रास्ते सगे सारे मेरे मन से हूँ मैं चट्टान जो ठान लिया है वो काम किया है अंजाम दिए देख देख बेटा आगे मैं हूँ बढ़ रहा गाने चोरी कर करके तू है सड़ रहा देखना मुझे तू आगे भी तरक्की पे टूटे तेरे सारे ब्रह्म सामने तसल्ली से बात सबका साथ कभी भूलाना सामने साथ पीछे बात कभी करता ना बढ़ाए जो हाथ पीछे हाथ वो हटता ना दुनिया खिलाफ तब भी साथ देता डरता ना हर एक पल में चौंकना है खुद को खुद से ठान कर इरादे मेरे जान से भी प्यारे न जान कर करम है माँ पिता का जिस वजह से हूँ सफल नहीं तो बस भटकता रहता फिरते जैसे बेदखल ख्वाबों को मेरे जहान देना जानता हूँ काले अंधेरे समाज में मैं आग सा हूँ बगावतों से साजिशों से भी न ढलता सूरज चांद की रोशनी सा चमकता बना के खुद को काबिल मैं चल पड़ा मंजिल के पास हर एक कदम करीब उसके लगता है खास ये दिन और रात का फासला कभी भी मैं न जाना पहले दिन से क्लास था उसी पे था निशाना आजमाना कभी भी ना बेचूंगा ईमान में दिल से जो प्यार करे दे दूंगा जान में मिल के जो वार करे करूं हिसाब में प्यारा बन के वार करे ले लूंगा प्राण में असलियत के साथ में सांप बन के दोस्त से अच्छा तू खिलाफ है ऊपर वाले की रहमत से बन गया स्टार में तेरी तरह ना जीऊं जिंदगी उधार में दिल से बात सबका साथ कभी भूलाना कभी भूलाना कभी भूलाना सामने साथ पीछे बात कभी करता ना कभी हटाना कभी हटाना दुनिया खिलाफ तब भी साथ देता डरता नहीं डरता नहीं डरता पहली दफा हर एक अल्फाज मेरे दिल से straight from the heart shout out to the OGs in India hip hop को ये मकाम दिलाने के लिए hip hop को सलाम peace thank you so much to all the viewers जितने भी लोग यहाँ देख रहे हैं एक बार खुद के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए and I'm here with my team and we'll be back for the next set of songs. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. And thank you so much DESIFEST and TD. So the next track is from the movie Barfi and one of my favorites. The track's name is Phir Le Aaya Dil. फिर ले आया दिल मजबूर क्या कीजिए रास ना आया रहना दूर क्या कीजिए दिल कह रहा है उसे मुकम्मल कर भी आओ वो जो अधूरी सी बात बाकी है वो जो अधूरी सी याद बाकी है वो जो अधूरी सी याद बाकी है करते हैं आज कबूल क्या कीजिए हो गई थी जो हमसे भूल क्या कीजिए दिल कह रहा उसे मुकम्मल कर भी आओ वो जो दबी सी चाह बाकी है वो जो दबी सी राह बाकी है वो जो दबी सी राह बाकी है वो जो दबी सी चाह बाकी है किस्मत को है ये मंजूर क्या कीजिए गबली जानी बम बगम बदा किस्मत को है ये मंजूर क्या कीजिए किस्मत को है ये मंजूर क्या कीजिए से मुसलसल कर भी आओ वो जो दबी सी चाह बाकी है वो जो दबी सी राह 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 बाकी है Thank you so much. This was Phir Le Aaye Dil from the movie Barfi. And here we have the next track. Thank you so much for being there, everybody. The next track is one of my favorites again from the legendary Vishal Shekhar sir. And the track's name is Bang Bang. Here we go. Hey, hey. तेरी मेरी रातों ने किए हैं कुछ इरादे मिली है जो अब ये मुलाकातें कोई जादू होने को है तेरी मेरी हुई आंखों में जो बातें मिली है जो अब ये मुलाकातें कोई जादू होने को है होना है जो होना है रहेगा होके ही होता है जो मिल जाता है कोई होगा ही है जाना मैंने मिलके तुमसे I'm feeling it tonight I'm feeling it tonight bang bang रात भर बात कर तू मेरे साथ चल दिल पे चला है जादू जाने क्यों bang bang रात भर बात कर तू मेरे साथ चल दिल पे चला है जादू hey. Bang 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 जाने क्यों bang 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 जाने क्यों आजकल आते जाते आंख कर दी है बातें आज तो आ जाना है आंखों की बातों में बस एक बात कर ले मुझे बाहों में तू भर ले और सारी रात भर ये चलती रहे फिर कहानी तेरी मेरी आहों के इशारे आ जरा समझ ले हम वो सारे ये होश अब तो खोने को है तेरी मेरी हुई आंखों में जो बातें मिली है जो अब ये मुलाकातें कि कोई जादू होने को है होना है जो होना है रहेगा होके ही होता है जो मिल जाता है कोई होगा है जाना मैंने मिलके तुमसे I'm feeling it tonight I'm feeling it tonight bang bang रात भर बात कर तू मेरे साथ चल दिल पे चला है जादू जाने bang bang रात भर बात कर तू मेरे साथ चल दिल पे चला है जादू जाने one last time bang 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 जाने क्यों bang 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 जाने क्यों Thank you so much DESIFEST once again 2021 and we have some more tracks for all you people. Hey 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 hands up everybody watching this. Hey hey hey. चला है जादू जाने बैंग बैंग रात भर बात कर तू मेरे साथ चल दिल पे चला है जादू जाने बैंग 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 जाने बैंग बैंग one last time बैंग 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 जाने Thank you so much, DESIFEST. We'll be right back with some new tracks for all you people. So here's the last set of songs for you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hamdam suniyo re. Oh, janiya suniyo re. Oh, janiya शाम को खिड़की से चोरी चोरी नंगे पाँव चाँद आएगा ओ सुनियो रे ओ जानिया रे ओ सुनियो रे ओ जानिया रे मुकाला मुकाबला लैला ओह लैला मुकाबला सुभान अल्लाह लैला ओह लैला अपना काफिला जब प्यार से चला लोगों का दिल जला यारों का दिल खिला मोहब्बत का है ये सिलसिला ओ ए ओ मुकाला मुकाबला लैला ओह लैला मुकाबला सुभान अल्लाह लैला ओह लैला बनाती है जो तू वो यादें जाने संग मेरे कब तक चले इन्हीं में तो मेरी सुबह भी ढले शाम ढले मौसम ढले ख्यालों का शहर तू जाने तेरे होने से ही आबाद है हवाएं हक में वही है आते जाते जो तेरा नाम ले देती है जो सदाएं हवाएं हवाएं ना जाने क्या बताएं हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए तुझे कहाँ हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए मुझे कहाँ हवाएं हवाएं ले जाए जाने कहाँ ना मुझको खबर ना तुझको पता ओ बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की देखो जो बाकी आके तुझे समझाए तू जाने ना तू जाने ना तू जाने ना तू जाने ना Thank you so much, Canada. Thank you so much, DESIFEST, for having me here. And it was a pleasure to perform for all you people out there. और ढेर सारा प्यार जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं. And we'll be back on the DESIFEST 2022, hopefully. Thank you so much, everybody. We had a great time here. Thank you.
Wah, wah, wah. Day one is over. Day one is over. DESIFEST. I'm so excited that you guys are all here. Sheki, what's up? No. No, but he wanted to say what's up to everybody. Listen, we've been enjoying some amazing meals from our friends at Pumpkin Cart. And of course, if you are interested in joining us for a meal, all you got to do is download the Pumpkin Cart app and order some food. And we've been enjoying some amazing food. So big shout out to Philip. I want to get the whole team over here. But before we do that, P, drop a beat for Shaki B. Hey, 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 hey. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. As we say goodbye, I want the entire team to come join us. Come on over, Team DESIFEST. Let's go, Michelle. Night Tick. Come on, wifey, you gotta get in here too. Come on, everybody. Where's our producer? Where's our behind the scene expert, Nirmala G? Hey, 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 hey. Wah, wah. Big shout out to DJ Pulse Musket. Nirmala is in the scene and we're back tomorrow at noon. We got the entire team back tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. Guys, DESIFEST, day one is over. We hope you had a great time. Shout out to all the artists that gave us their one song. And we're back tomorrow with episode 2. Big shout out to TD, ATN, the entire funding organizations, and of course everybody that joined us for over 4 hours today. We love you. We'll be back. Comment below. Say what's up. When I say they see, you say DESIFEST. Good night.
ख्वाब ज्यादा है लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है कल था फकीर आज दिल शहजादा है लगता खुदा का कोई नेक इरादा है क्या मुझे प्यार है कैसा खुमार है क्या मुझे प्यार है